Dom the Monko.
Bang, 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 bang.
Shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that.
Hey, look at these bunch of Eve-style smart gorillas.
Hold up, son, what you say?
They're wild ape-style creatures.
Dom the Monko.
King Sly. Chase.
Yeah.
Dom the Monko.
No shit.
How we feel?
Dom the Monko.
We are back. We are back.
Tell your best friend.
Hold on. What is this edited nonsense? This is not what I ordered. Run it back. This is not what I ordered. Come on. Let's go.
Bitch.
There we go. All right. Double JP, what's poppin'? Yes, it was. It was there. The Red. Joe Dub, J Mace.
Shit like that, shit
Hey,
like that,
what's
shit
poppin'?
like that, shit like that.
How we feeling down back and hey. Pig, what's poppin', baby? Marco. Yeah. Gang, we back outside, man. Back at it like a crack habit. Talk to me nice, talk to me right. Back outside tonight. How we feeling? Tone it down. Take it easy. No? We here, baby. We here. I see you. Dre, what's poppin'? How we feeling? Mental patience. Okay, we have to take a detour real quick. I'm sorry. We have to take a detour because something just hit my radar. And Reaper's going to be upset, but the streets are streeting right now. We have to take a look and see what this is. I'm sorry. We have to see what this is. This is the first leak. I have to hear what's going on. I have to hear it. I'm sorry. Drake just put out something. I got to hear what it is. 1 a.m. in Albany. Okay? I got to see what he's saying.
My social battery is drained. For real.
I have to see it.
Just came from here.
I literally just saw it now.
And a lot of niggas cop a lot of
Oh, because you hate Drake. That's why I said
please, like, oh, brother. You know we brothers. It's never been nothing.
nutting.
I tell you, sending me that owl emoji, my DM ain't gonna mean nothing. Don't try coming around when the score's back to 10-0.
You know, because 15, Friday's the day. Iceman.
For real. I don't wanna hear none of that shit. Look up. Turbulent flights, dodging cumulus clouds. Squares drawing a line, but we at the root of it now. It feels like I got a lot of even ties, so I don't know if these are wins or not based on what's suitable now. You don't even hear me, though.
All right, that's enough of that. All right, so we're off of that. I don't even know what the hell he's going on. I don't know what that's not a good look, my brother. I don't know what happened. I don't know what was going on. Just a minute, I couldn't make it through. So we're done with that. That's not what I would expect from a timestamp, too. The timestamp records are usually the ones where you be going off, but apparently he's done with that. So, anyways, we're off that because there's no way we're gonna make 4 minutes of more of that. So I'll maybe when I'm emotionally ready, I will listen to it at some point. Something's up with him, bro. I have no clue. Very upsetting. He got new writers. Yeah, new writers aren't doing them too. I mean, once he put out Wagwan Delilah, that's all I pretty much needed to know at that point. That clearly our boy is lost. Now he's lost in the sauce. All right. I know that's Reaper's favorite song. All right. Wagwan Delilah. Wagwan. That's his joint right there. But we're going to spark it off right. All right. Our boy Wingo was live over on Low Cow Crip. And apparently his plan was to rate girls from the LCU, but they kind of got hung up on one specific one of the underage variety. Okay. And it kind of opened my eyes to not just Wingo Dingo, but also the other fat dude, the dad, what's his name? Jaffe, being maybe a freako. Okay. So let's take a look at this.
You're trying to talk about defending pedophile like ideology. The moment you went from
Whoa, take it easy there, Speed Demon. All right, here we go.
like let's judge women to let's justify the attractiveness of a 15-year-old. You just love talking about fucking pedophile shit, Jaffe. That's the question at hand is why.
Then I'm leaving the show.
Leave.
Judge, we were gonna be able
Leave.
to
Okay, your daughter's
They don't want
asking me,
the show.
can you stop talking about the attractiveness of 15-year-olds on the show?
How about we stop talking about it? You're just making it worse.
Your OVO. You basically run Conway Well Watchers. Yes, so you are.
Dre,
the same guy
right.
that Jason Voorhees mask. You literally have a police profile already made on you. I know.
I don't know why Jaffe asked me to do this, and Tech's gonna hate this next segment. Then
What do you got?
you said you wanted to rate some women.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to see. I don't want to like. I need to rate women. I'm just like I want to see what you're.
I picked 3 women from the LCU, so that's a limitation here.
All right.
So
all right.
first he starts
Now,
off.
We gotta rate 1 to 10,
Are we
5 being
rating-
complete.
I don't even know who this is supposed to be, or who he thought this was supposed to be, but I very confused, very confused, very confused.
Completely average.
What are we rating on? Just pure? Do you think
Whatever
they have-
Jaffe's scale is, do you find
No,
them
no.
attractive or not?
That's what I'm saying. It's an attractive rating.
Yes.
It might be Ames.
I think isn't this Batgirl
This is Angel.
Angel who had the baby?
Yes. This is a younger picture of her. I couldn't find a better picture. That was just her.
She's whiter than Michael Jackson. When
Are
he
you
died.
sure this
I
is
don't-
Angel? I work with Angel. That's a black woman on screen.
So, I don't know what he was attempting with this move right here, this maneuver. But not only is that not who he thinks it is, the woman is actually black. So I don't know how he fucked this up so bad. I have no clue.
She's a white
this-
woman.
Yeah, this is not Angel.
I don't know. I might be wrong.
I
Rate
might
this
be
woman.
wrong.
Rate this unknown woman.
Magic Tech says, "Why is she white?" Yeah, I mean, okay, these are really. She's really young, but okay, if you're just talking pure attractiveness, she clearly is an attractive woman, and if she was in a different photo, she'd
This
probably
is
be like a
insane.
knockout. This photo where she's just like, is probably like a 6, but I don't.
Child, by the way. Whole child. Whole child on the screen.
I don't think that's really an accurate view of her attractiveness. So I need to know. I need the rules a little bit.
Let me say something. Because people accuse me of putting a minor up there. There's not a trap. I wasn't setting a trap for anybody. I put in Angel, Lolcow Universe, and I was looking through the pictures, and that's the only picture that came up under that description that was like a face shot.
Who
That
gives a
wasn't-
shit? Let's say she's 15.
All right, well,
Look
this
at-
is the stop of that
no,
conversation.
No, I'm so fucking
Oh,
tired.
as a
of
producer, we're just gonna. There's that.
No.
This is a car. This is.
No, I'm gonna at least
Yeah.
finish my
Well,
point.
fuck.
So now he got upset because he's like, yo, let's say she is 15. She's free game here, huh? We're here for it, huh? 15's good enough for me. All right, take it easy there,
I'm
Jaffe.
gonna finish
this
my
was
fucking point,
fucking.
or then I'm leaving the show.
You just love talking
gonna-
about
we
fucking
can't-
pedophile shit, Jaffe. That's
if
the
we
fucking
can't
the question.
judge children,
is
I'm
why.
out of here, bro.
Jaffe,
I'm out
what
of
the
here.
fuck? You know what? You guys are nuts.
Yes. Why? You don't have to engage in this. You're choosing to.
Tech, please stop talking so I can actually express myself with a full sentence because this is important.
Oh, Lord.
Okay? It is
Fighting.
not PDF stuff. I can look at someone, I can look and go, oh, that's an attractive person. That's an attractive child. Not sexually, you fucking morons.
I don't know what mental gymnastics y'all are playing over there, but looking at a child and say, oh, I can be attracted to it this is sick work. This is nasty work.
The full sentence, because this is important.
Important. All right, maybe I heard it wrong, so let's try again. Maybe it was me. Maybe I messed this up. All right, I could be wrong. So let's go.
Okay? It is not PDF stuff. I can look at someone, I can look and go, oh, that's an attractive person. That's an attractive child. Not sexually, you fucking morons. No one's talking about sex, you fucking morons. What is the matter with you people? You guys see
right. You're definitely not about to say attractive. Because that's me. Like, it's not just cute. It's like, oh, you did. I have no clue. That's an attractive child. No. No. Like, oh, that child's cute. Little cute baby, right? Attractive. That's something inside of you. A feeling that you have that this picture of a child is exciting you. A little bit different to me.
Files everywhere. Hang on. What do I think the age of consent should be? I don't know.
Yeah. Also, that's not even Angel. That's just like some.
Yeah, I was right. It is my mistake because. Like,
wait a minute. I didn't even hear that part. Wait, what? Wait, what? Hold on. Black Queen, what's popping? Hold up. Oh. Try this.
That's an attractive child. Not sexually, you fucking morons. No one's talking about sex, you fucking morons. What is the matter with you people? You guys see pedophiles everywhere. Hang on. What do I think the age of consent should be? I don't know.
Yeah. Also, that's not even Angel. That's just like some.
Yeah, I was right. It is my mistake because like I don't.
My God. Listen. You 18 plus, 19 plus? What do you mean? I don't know. Well, I don't know, because hey, first you go from, even if it was a child, and I can find the 15-year-old attractive, which is already weird. Yeah, that's a fact. Already weird, right? We do see them everywhere because clearly we're just stumbling and tripping onto some, right? We don't even notice they're there. And now when they ask you what the age of consent should be, you said, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? What? It's not a complex thought. Like, what do you mean? Children shouldn't be making decisions. You couldn't just say 18 plus? Kept it how it is? Where it should be? I don't know. Well, I don't know. You know what you think? Bro. PDF file.
Really, I only picked Angel and Fupa Cheese because they both hit on Jaffe, and I wanted him to rate them.
Okay. In the side chat is a picture of Angel on screen. Give us a rating.
You just told me not to do the ratings.
So the one that's of age, he's like, nah, I'm not doing it. Okay, gotcha. Banger start.
I mean,
I just want to clarify.
The moment you went from like, let's judge women to let's justify the attractiveness of a 15-year-old. Let's just, not sexually, obviously. I mean, if you want to have that conversation, fuck it. Everything's like on the table, I guess.
No, you guys are weird, man. It's so funny.
You're fighting a ghost that never put like that idea out there, and you're like, I'm gonna stand on business that should be allowed. You should be able. It is
allowed. You should have an opinion about whatever the fuck you want to have an opinion about.
If your opinion when it comes to children isn't the age of consent should be 18 plus, and let's not call them attractive. If that's not your opinion, those are, you can have those. Should be facts for you. But opinion, if those are your opinions, that's all good. Right? That's good. Anything past that, like what you did, terrible. So no, anybody should have an opinion. No, they shouldn't. No. Very, very narrow window on opinions when it comes to children, right?
It's called.
You know what? I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. But Wings
Hold on,
lash
can I
out.
ask you something? Do you have those opinions?
What opinion?
Do you go around judging the attractiveness of 15-year-olds?
I don't even notice 15-year-olds.
Okay, so why fight for it? Like, you shouldn't care.
But I only bring it up because Wings said someone thought that Wings was trying to entrap me by putting up a minor, and I was saying that's not even a trap.
I hear
it's
you.
Not a sexual
But
response.
you're putting yourself in a position defending something that
Way
you don't
too
engage
flagrant.
with and you don't even care too much about, I imagine.
But what I do care about
Is the freedom.
Is freedom.
Which is
Yes.
stupid.
Oh
You shouldn't fight.
God. These people with this freedom to say whatever you want, freedom to do whatever you want, freedom this, freedom that, freedom all this, all the time. But it's always with lolicon and children. You all want it to be the most free world of all. You should be able to say whatever you want when kids are. Stop. Pick a different subject to be a freedom fighter for. Like, oh, we should be able to look at lolly and judge children sexually. What? No.
Fight for everyone's freedom.
Right. Not. I guess not. If that's what it takes, nah. Not me. Come on.
Really, you shouldn't fight for everyone's freedom.
Should you fight for the freedom for people to hate on trans people?
Yes.
No. There's a level.
Yes.
There's a level of tolerance that exists in the world that breeds intolerance
should-
itself.
you
Some
know-
tolerance is not acceptable.
And you absolutely, that's that Popper definition. You cannot work with that. It's
Yes,
not.
Yes, I can. I will punch a PDF. Bring me a PDF. I will destroy them.
I will as well.
Yes, I am not
I will
tolerant
as
to the
well.
PDFs. I'm not tolerant to the racists. I'm not tolerant to the transphobes.
Okay,
I don't care about the racist. But something tells me when you see a pedophile, you might not punch them. I don't know. Something about your responses isn't giving me you'll knock them out vibes.
need to go back into the corner, Tech, because I need
because your little ego is shattered because someone's pushing back against you.
I'm not doing this. This show.
Don't do it. Leave.
We were going to be
Leave.
able to judge the
Why are
show.
you why are you like this?
Here?
Because
Why are you
Jaffe's
like
doing
this?
it to himself, and then he's mad that someone's questioning him. Hey,
I'm not
How
mad.
about we just move on? Just move
How-
on.
hey, Tech, do me a favor and judge when the chat's not liking something. Okay. Hey, you're starting to talk
I
about
heard
defending
you.
pedophile ideology or some shit. I'm like, hey, let's stop doing this. You're like, I'm gonna do what I want. You can't stop me. I'm Jaffe. Don't stop me. You're not the producer. I'm the producer. So what am I fucking doing here?
I don't know.
Yes.
I honestly,
If I'm the fucking producer and I'm like, let's not defend the attractiveness of 15-year-olds, especially with Wings,
first of all-
who hates
hold
that conversation.
First off, let me go click on the link.
Yeah, let's discover. Let's put this in discovery.
No, it's irrelevant and it's distracting from the conversation. I'm here to express myself in the.
My bad. I had to put something on my tooth. It was killing me. My bad. I'm back. Woo!
way that I express myself. If you don't like it,
Okay, your daughter's
then don't watch
asking
the
me,
show.
can you stop talking about the attractiveness of 15-year-olds on the show?
So are we doing this show with you in the background, Tech, or not? Because if not, I'll just let you and Wings do the show. I'm not mad about it. I'm not upset. I don't mind. If you really think you and Wings can have a better show and the audience will enjoy it,
Lord,
it's not.
No, I think we're at the point where I think Keem reviews this section. It's not about doing it every day, Jeffy. Can you just make a change?
This dude is really putting up a fight about the whole judging of kids. I'm like lost right now. Hey, this guy, I almost don't want to ever play God of War again.
Don't want to be what you want me to be.
I think
want to be-
even Keemstar would appreciate us not going into
don't give a
conversations
shit.
about this. Well, it's his network. That's the shit that we're talking about.
Yes, and Keemstar can make a choice and say, I don't like this guy.
Well, yes, I'm identifying
my
this for you.
network.
You make the decision. Do you want to keep talking about defending the rights of people to be attracted, or to say 15-year-olds are attractive to these people? Right? What?
No one said
How about we stop talking about it? You're just making it worse.
Dead silence. Oh, okay, that's good then. We're good.
Dumb hill to die on.
I'm not dying.
I want to say this. I didn't try to set anybody up. I I went and looked for girls in the LCU to be safe because I know all the girls in the LCU are
And what's
of
already
age.
weird, right?
Jordy, I never thought you were.
This dude, Tech, brags about having all the money in the world. Oh, he has this. He was fighting with Amber about having more money than everybody, right? He's the richest guy in the world. But he lives in his basement. So I don't know how rich you are to be living in his basement. The basement of a guy, because he's dating he's engaged to his daughter. You're in his basement when fighting with him, your future father-in-law, trying to get him to stop judging children online. This is a household that is doomed.
We're setting up. I was responding to the chat that said that's what you were trying to do. That's it. That's it.
I just don't want people to look at me like I set this up for somebody to have a crash out or something like that. I didn't. I did.
They don't even know what to say now because they look insane. He hit you with the
Where do we go from here? Go.
Probably to the wood chipper and call it quits because y'all are sick over there. So Wings downloaded a pic of a miner.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit
Pretty
like that.
much.
Shit like that.
Pretty much. That's where we're at. That's where we're at right there. Oh my God. I love it. I love it. I love when these freaks put themselves out there for the public. It's just one of the greatest things in the world. All right. The next thing I want to take a look at as we're going back in the crates with this one. Because ReviewTechUSA put out a video which maybe would have been the paperclip bowl. Could have, I don't know. And it's funny because I was just mentioning the ReviewTechUSA fighting with Rome Street, Griselda, back like a little bit ago. And now this clip of bringing it up again has resurfaced by Review Clip USA has put it out. And I didn't even know, underrated beef for sure. For sure. I didn't even know that there was so much of this because I only saw one part. I saw from him putting the song out to me responding. So I didn't know that he was bragging because I started this. And the only reason I started it, I'm going to be honest, is Biz told me that I made an appearance. So, of course, we're watching it now, right? So we're going to take a look. I'm a narcissist, of course. So we're going to take a look at this. And when I started it, I stopped it because Ka literally is lying and making it out. Well, I'll just let, and I never heard this at all, ever.
Don't get rich mad.
Ever. Hello, Cool Dan. Appreciate the $9.99. What's up, Slide? You said he weighs only 240 the other day. Dog, don't lie to me like that. That is a complete and utter lie. He does not weigh 240. Because when I was 240, this man was I look nothing like him. He's a pig still to this day. He's a fat pig. So no, absolutely not. I don't remember you telling me you said he was 240. I remember you telling me that it looks like he lost a lot of weight. But I don't remember you telling me he was 240 though.
What happened?
So wait, he took his acapellas and put it on there? I'm not even going to go into it. Is that what he did, Quasi? Did he put his acapella on there?
Oh, guys.
Yes. Okay. Look. Yeah, Rome, fuck you. Here's the thing. I don't care that you think I'm going to make an official statement right now.
What's happening? Wait.
Shut up a second, then I'll explain it to you. Rich and his chicken going to pull up on Griselda. I guess you realize that chick. I like Griselda.
So, if you don't know or have any context of what's going, Jesus Christ, look at all the cans. If you have no context of what this is, Rome Streets, who signed to BSF, all right, and BSF, Black Soprano Family, Benny the Butcher's label, and he was under Griselda. The collective Griselda. So they'll mention Griselda a lot, but Griselda is Westside, Conway, and Benny, right? Buffalo Sheep, right? So of course, when I saw this, shut up, Seven. You just posted some niggerish gibberish shit 2 days ago. Say, yo, I'm gonna put you on to the most ignorant nigger shit of all time. Nothing but shotgun blast and blunt smoke. So I don't want to hear nothing about nothing coming from you, bruh. But anyway, I remember getting off stream one day, and I go online, and I say, because yours is black fetish content. That's what I yell at you about. It's because it's all fetish shit. Like, oh, should a BBC be 10 plus inches long? Like, that's your shit is that, and that's what it's weird. Not regular, like, he just sends black shit. You send, like, fetish shit, and it's weird, and it makes me uncomfortable. But anyway, besides the point. If you don't know, at the time I get off stream, and I look and I see a song by Rome Streets produced by ReviewTechUSA. So when I saw that on Twitter, instantly I clicked and listened to it because I was shocked, right? I'm shocked that somebody attached to Benny is working with ReviewTechUSA because he posted it like that. Rome Streets, I forgot the name, produced by ReviewTechUSA. So I'm listening to it. I remember hitting up Snort Hogan being like, this can't be true, bro. I had these clips loaded last month. I knew it was time to release it after I heard Sly reference it the other day. Okay, so all right, I appreciate that. Yes. Because I was like, that's funny because I just was mentioning this and now the clip came up today. So that's why I had to take a look at it. How am I sick for telling the truth? Huh? What? But anyway, so when I heard it, I was like, no way, this can't be true. He's like, nah, he stole this. So I'm like, wait, this song sounds familiar. But I'll wait until...
But Rome Streets is like, he's one of my favorites, man. I fucking listen to him all the time. Well, I've had a long day for other reasons. And when I'm angry is when I'm best at being creative. So I decided to, instead of funneling that energy into having a Wings of Redemption caliber disaster stream, I funneled it into music, which I think was a smarter move. Oh, really? You don't think that someone could rap to this track, right? Okay. You know how Griselda... No, look, I don't know anybody from Griselda. I'm not making it like I fuck with Griselda. They don't even know I exist.
Of course.
But I'm like...
I don't think anybody thought that... We're like, oh, Benny's like, yo, did you see the new Rich from ReviewTechUSA stream that just popped out? Did you all see it? Conway? Oh, yeah, I saw it. Yeah, this shit was dope, man. Remember that part when he took his shirt off? That shit was crazy, son.
I listen to rap, and I know what people can rap to. I'm like, I have an idea.
I listen to blacks. I know the jungle music. I can click and clack like them. Shut
people
up.
Are telling me who could rap to this beat. How about I get someone who I know could rap to it and get the acapella and have them go on there. And that is exactly what I did. I got an acapella from Rome Streets. And I think it's pretty fucking good.
I got an acapella from Rome Streets. No, you didn't. You ripped his original lyrics and song that was already placed on a record and just put your beat under his vocals. That's what you did. Rome didn't hit you up and send you an acapella. He didn't just record an acapella for Richard and send it over to you. That's not at all what he did. But how you put it out there is how that, like, oh, you just sent your acapella and you just did it. You didn't do none of that. None of that happened. No. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Listen.
Hey, now.
Oh, he's killing the game. Oh,
no,
he's killing
the
it,
vocals,
baby.
here is the problem with them. That was done with... That was done using AI to get the vocals. That's why they sound kind of like thin. I tried to pump them up,
There's nothing I could do. I wish I could get the original acapella, then it would be a night and day difference. Your music is fire.
What do you mean the original? I thought he sent it to you. I thought he sent you the acapella. I mean, how much more original could it be if he sent it to you? But now it's changed. I wish I can get the original. Oh, okay.
Jerome, don't, please. That was like the most non-drama thing I thought I was doing, and it caused drama. Listen, have a rapper tell you you're not allowed to make a remix, even though hip-hop is based on remix. Have him call your audience incels when literally an incel who is a fan of his, who had video evidence of being an incel, went after you the entire day on Twitter. Let's go. My opinion.
Now, let me say this.
And that's me. Wait, why did that happen? Okay, there we go.
I can see him having an issue with how it's titled, saying this.
Oh, here we go. Hell Backwards remix produced by ReviewTechUSA. Now listen to how, okay, now I'm glad that clip put this out, okay? I want you to watch, right? Because listen to me, right? When I'm saying this, it's me still, right? It's still me. But listen to how receptive to a guy that's always ignorant. He's all me, right? I'm the one that can't be trusted. I'm a liar. Watch this.
Backwards remix off of a song that just came out, produced by this guy. As a hip-hop dude, I'm looking at this and saying, Rich produced this track. So I can see Rome having an issue with this.
Okay, valid point.
100%. I don't fault him for being like, yo, what are you doing? Because anybody looks at this, they're going to think that...
But what would I title it then? Remix. I remixed it with a beat. I'm not sure, like, what would I thought remix and...
Wait a minute. So that nigga, right? The racist, the one that doesn't make no sense and lies on you all day long, you agree with that one, huh? But this one right here is the bad one. But that one right here, this punk right here, bug-eyed freak right here, that's bad.
Produced by me would be enough. Like, I don't know. Change doesn't even make sense, dude.
Like me, think that he did this. Like, it's not off the wall, no, it's just a flip of the wind.
All right, unofficial remix. That I will do.
Man changed instantly.
Valid. Okay, let's go. This is why I wanted to watch this. That's valid. I can't fault that. How do fuck you spell it official properly?
The only difference would have been I probably would have called you a couple of names now. But I would have still made sense.
There we go. Boom. There. Unofficials added. I can't even fault that.
No. How it looks like it should have been remixed by RTU, produced by RTU. Me, I get it, you produced the flip. But this sounds like you're saying you produced this song. Like this, his song. So I can see him having an issue with it. I can see that.
Okay. So that point is valid. And I think now at this point, that's up there. Boom.
Now, let's keep it a bean.
I changed it to unofficial remix.
The whole white thing, I don't agree with. And Rome didn't say anything. I didn't see him say anything about white. I think he even answered him in this. He said it's not about your image or something like that.
Do you know how pissed off I am right now? Hold on.
Don't agree with. And Rome didn't say anything. I didn't see him say anything about white. I think he even answered him in this. He said it's not about your image or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm so pissed right now. So pissed off. Because this is my autism with the microphone, is the thing that I have been doing. No, I had no clue I was in here until you told me. Yeah, no, I had no clue.
He didn't say it. Other people were saying it. I wish I had that fucking tweet because I think it was someone from his team, but I'm not sure. So I'm just going to say again, it's a normie. But
where is this? Because then he said,
but I will take that L because I just thought remix produced by me would have been enough. I genuinely did. Now I can see what he's saying, though. This is why I like to watch this dude, because he's a straight shooter. He's not looking to side with anybody.
It's working.
Richard! Richard! Oh, my God. I'm a straight shooter. But I'm such a bad person. But that because I said that you were harassing with the little girl. Then I became a devil. But I thought I was a Nazi. Right? I thought I was a Nazi.
Solely. And he's...
What happened, Quasi? You're going to send me something that's going to make my blood pressure raise.
Oh, no. What? Don't get rich mad. Don't get rich mad.
Look at him sitting in his broke boy church.
So wait, he took his acapellas and put it on there? I'm not even going to go into it. Is that what he did, Quasi? Did he put his acapella on there?
Yeah, right. Straight shooter to the guy that said he got gutted out in prison. You're right. Yeah.
Oh, guys.
Yes. Okay. Look. Yeah, Rome, fuck you. Here's the thing. I don't care that you think. I'm going to make an official statement right now.
What's happening? Wait.
Shut up a second, then I'll explain it to you. I don't give a fuck that you didn't like my remix. I don't care, dude. I don't give a shit. But remixes with acapellas have been a thing forever. And you said that I didn't have authorization. You could authorize my dick. Thank you. That's that simple. You know what? I don't think it was race, Quasi. It was like the stupid shit that I do with the cucumbers. He probably went and looked like, who is this corny dude who takes his shirt off, who does all... They don't want to be associated with that because he does work with white producers. So I don't think it had anything to do with that. Now, other people, yes, but I don't think that was an issue with Rome, but he could still go fuck off, though. Reality of it, that beat's still sitting at 92% likes, that remix I did. So he can... All right, no racism. He just thinks I'm a cornball, which is whatever. That's not racism. That's just thinking I'm a corny motherfucker, which that's fine. He could think the beat is shit, like I said, that's fine. But don't say I can't make a remix. I'm not taking food off your plate. I made no money on that. And again, I want to make this abundantly clear. I don't fucking care. You don't like the record. I don't give a shit. Not gonna lie, these beats kind of slap. Like if it wasn't about Phil, it'd be a pretty banging beat.
Bills, get the bill. I got 2 big bills. Be here at bill. I rely on cats to pay my bills. I got 2 big bills. I got 2 big bills.
I don't know. Maybe you should have asked before you mess with his brand, right? You would think, right? Because that's usually how it goes. You hit him up, but
those drums slap too. Who made this? Snortwave, did they make their own beats or are they just taking someone else's? I'm impressed.
Video. Listen, Meerkat Mob is coming over for a barbecue. I'm bringing the fucking burgers.
All right, we're good. We're good on that. I just wanted to show that one part about the Rome part because I thought it was very funny because we just brought it up. We literally were just talking about it. So shout out to ReviewTechUSA for posting a little Ricardo, retrospective. All right. Because I never seen the beginning of it, and I'm glad that he clipped that because I've only seen that part that I reacted to. That was the only thing ever. The Kendrick of Negro Nazis, right? So true. So I'd never seen it before. So when I saw that he said that he got the acapella, I'm like, oh my god, oh my guy's lying, like hefty boy lying, and it's just like cool, not telling the truth. I got you, B. I got you.
Fiddle's a nigger.
And I'll throw in a
niggers white power. Niggers white power.
There you go. Oh, I got another one. Hold on. I got another one for you.
Not the almighty nigger.
Nigger. Sean's a real nigger.
There you go. Boom. Now, I don't have a ooh woo in there because I don't take pain like you. All right. So I don't have a ooh woo in there. All right. What do you think I am? I'm not you. All right. All right. So off of that, let's take a look at this. It's been a minute. We have some Filipio. Oh my God. That would have been a mistake and a half. Black Queen. You came back. How you been? How you been, Queen? I have not. No. I have not. I've watched it on myself. I've watched it myself, but I haven't. I've talked about it here because it's a lot. It's a lot going on. Lot going on. But let's take a look. Filipio has asked, would he ever react to the Detractor content? And boy, did we get a response to the streets.
Want to do React content, a new segment called Detracting the Detractors to respond to unhinged Detractor videos and make fun of them. Well,
it is a lot. It is a lot.
First off, I want to say thank you for the suggestion, and I also want to say never say never. Let's put it that way. However, if
let me say it's probably going to be a never. It'll probably be a never. You're going to cope about I don't want to give him any Uwu from AB is in Discord. Thank you for the 2, my brother. What the hell are you talking about? Uwu from AB is in Discord. Send it to me, Marco. I don't know what she's talking about.
There's one thing that I have learned over these years that I've been a creator, 18 years, and out of those 18 years, arguably 15 years, I've had these major detractors who are coming after me, okay? The best way to handle that level of obsession, harassment, misinformation, and defamation is very simple. You don't address it.
Cope. Now, I think some things you don't need to address. I think some things like, oh, I don't know, your wife is thin. Yeah, you probably shouldn't address that because we all know it's a lie, of course. No, but there's some things that just don't need to be addressed. But I think that for you, I think you should address them for sure. You should. I think it'd be great if you've been telling the truth. You don't lie, and you're a straight shooter like me. I'd do it. I'd do it. I'd do it. Free Chad. Fuck Chad, little pussy. Pussy. He ain't even tough. He ain't even a tough bull.
Because all that those people want is your attention. If they get it, they feel like they've won. That was the whole point. Most people who are detractors on the internet, and I don't just mean my detractors, I mean anyone who
See, I respect
detracts someone on the internet.
Remember when I said Tails was acting like we met in Discord? I said ooh woo. They clipped that and said you should add it to the soundboard. Oh. Yeah, and Chud gets pegged. So like why are we shouting him up? Like he likes peen. I respect the handsome truth.
Ooh woo. Ooh woo. Ooh woo. Ooh woo.
All right, hold on. Let's do that right now. Let's do this right now. We're gonna add it right here. Oh yeah, we're gonna add it right now. Well, since I can't even play Yadolf anymore, so we'll move that. We're gonna remove that joint, and right here we will add. Ooh, where is it? There it is, and we're loaded up, and we are here. Right? Should be good right now. Right.
Ooh woo. Ooh woo. Ooh woo. Ooh woo.
We're here.
Ooh. Ooh woo.
All right, let's do it. We're back. Sorry.
Internet probably well knows that most of the stuff that they say and do regarding someone is exaggerated. Not that it's not truthful, but usually it's a gross exaggeration. Okay? Yeah, sure. This person probably did this one thing, but it also doesn't mean that they're a horrible person, they're a waste of life, this and this and this, right? And people will take one little thing and extrapolate upon it and blow it up. So here's the thing. If you take
Me too, bro. Me too. It's disgusting and pitiful.
Everything that's said, and you watch it, and you react to it, and you respond to it.
How am I unhinged? What did I do? I'm a good guy.
You basically become like ReviewTechUSA, someone who just can't help themselves and literally falls down that rabbit hole again and 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 again and
yeah, but if you just weren't always lying, you wouldn't have to have, like, nobody's gonna bother you about lies, right? But like you have such a hard time like not telling a lie. So obviously people are going to be like, I think, we should probably look into that.
Ooh woo.
Yeah. And it's an endless cycle. And all it does is fuel the fire so that those people will keep doing it. Okay? And so the best way to handle it is to just say, well, I'm aware it exists, but I don't know the specifics. I don't care. And just move on with your day. Just like I've said, if you're successful, you don't need to focus on these things that are said about you because they don't matter. In the last year.
Bro, you focus on them all the time. You are constantly, I know it's about you like to use them when you want to brag about having a good day on stream. Oh, I know my detractors were seething because I made this and I made that. Oh, yeah, I bet you they were crying themselves to sleep because I made this. Then you like talking about them. But when it comes to you having to own up for some of the behaviors, then it's like, why talk about them? They just lie.
There's been a ridiculous amount of ire and negative things said about me on the internet. And how much have they affected me? 0. They have had zero negative impact on me because I don't pay any attention to it. I don't care. Instead, I'm just here chilling with my audience every day, having a good time, living.
I'm just chilling. I'm an audience chiller.
Life, making positive content, and guess what? I'm doing good. My streams are doing well overall. Not every single stream, but overall, I'm doing well. Everything's good. The sky ain't falling. The bills are getting paid. I'm making good content that I love. We're branching out. We're doing new games. The set's upgraded. The equipment's upgraded. Look, I got my Steam controller right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're good. So that's all I have to worry about. Now, I understand what you're saying. For me to react, to detract the detractors, correct? For me to do that.
Too sensitive, by the way. You're going to have to be less sensitive. Yes, I did see.
Would that be funny?
MG.
I think it might be for like a one-off thing. But the thing...
Right, Jay Mason. That's the thing. When you are altering your life's plan because of detractors, don't tell me they don't. Now, I know you're using it as an excuse because obviously the size of Kat, like, there's no way she would survive a pregnancy. Like, she's just way too heavy to even bear a child, right? Obviously, it's a fact. But even if so, to say, oh, you know, I can't have kids because in the off chance that a detractor finds out, they'll put a bullet in her head. Shut up. No one's doing anything to your kid. Stop.
Is once you do that, you've given them what they want. They now have their time in the sun, and they can now say, haha, now the endless...
MD. What's my thoughts on him? My thoughts are that I don't respect it because you run around and spray people with bear mace and flash your gun. You don't get any points for that. For my book, because you can say anything and do that. Like, obviously, if you were tough now and you didn't care about none of that, you'd say all that, and if they want to fight, you get whatever you want. Whatever energy comes back to you, you're ready. They fight, let's do it, because then you're really about that life. But saying something, and then if they advance towards you, you mace them like a girl. Yeah, you don't get any points from me.
Cycle continues because now he's acknowledged us and he's watching our content. So now we can clip that and watch his reaction and react to his reaction and spin it in our toxic way. And it's just an endless content funnel. Does that make sense? To be honest, that's how it works on the internet for the drama farming YouTuber and the drama farming streamer. It's not just on YouTube, other places as well, as you know. They want that endless cycle. They want you to bite. They want you to react. They want you to respond because then that just gives them more free content.
No, because your responses are so bad, right? They're so bad and so full of cope that it is just hilarious to see you think that you're going to talk your way out of this. And it's funny to see. I love your responses.
They don't really have to work hard for it. It just gives them the free content, right?
That's not true. And you just lied completely. And you know that. And I don't know why you even said that, because you know that's what we were doing for Saturday. You blew the secret. Thanks. Congratulations. Again, can't hold shit ever.
Ooh, woo.
That was what we were talking about Saturday, by the way, because I already said that to you, and you know that. So let's stop lying. Let's stop telling fibs. All right.
Ooh, woo.
Right, and it gives them the attention. By not acknowledging it and not paying attention to it and just being yourself and moving on your merry way, it makes them...
Okay, see, now we all know that what I said is fact.
Basically talk to the void or their very isolated group of losers who watch them. It's just that simple.
That is not nice to say, Philip. All right? We are a very good group of people. Well, some of us. Some of us are freaks. But yeah, it's definitely a good... No, I never said that. Absolutely not. I would never say that. That would be... I would have smoked crack if I said that. Trust me.
No, you can't help the fact that there is a human problem, that there are people who are so miserable in life that all they want to do is laugh about the misfortunes of others or try to bring others down, even if it's not true, the things that are being said. They don't care. They just want to feel like they're better or superior to other people, or at least revel in the downfall of someone who looked like they were doing well. That's how miserable human existence has become. And there's nothing you could do about that, right? There's no actions that I could do to change.
No, people like train wrecks. People like car accidents. People like negative things. It's only when you are constantly called out for it is why people like you complain. If everything was always great and dandy, life would be so boring. If everybody was perfect, nobody made a mistake, nobody does anything wrong, right? Everyone is just great. No, you want some type of drama. You want something bad. I mean, it's just human nature. Obviously, people like drama, or else you wouldn't watch the news. That's all it is. I do got the cocoa butter ready. I stay scrapped.
Change that. I can acknowledge it. I can point a finger at it and I can highlight it, but it doesn't mean that it's ever going to improve. Instead, what I can do is focus on the things that I can control and I can change, which is me and myself and my content. Okay, I can't change the world, but I can control what's right here on the stream. And that's the attitude that I take. So why am I going to go
pretty much, Kaz? Open and shut case.
Watch other people's content, okay, of toxic stuff? Why would I ever do that? What's the point? It's not like I'm going to convince those people that they're wrong. It's not like I'm going to entertain a positive audience by reacting.
I use motor oil, Reap.
To toxic negative content about myself, all right? 2 years ago, a 4-hour documentary came out about me by June the King. I literally forced myself to sit here, watch it, react to every moment of it, and fess up to all the things that I had done wrong over the years. And when I finished that react, that was my redemption, at least for myself, meaning I kind of pledged to myself that all those things that I had done wrong up to that point, that I wasn't going to replicate, that I wasn't going to continue to make those same mistakes, but instead I was going to turn my life around and improve it. Now look at me 2 years later, right? I'm a transformed guy. I'm healthy.
I'm a transformed guy. I'm a new man. Thrax, what up? I'm a new man. Transformed, huh?
I'm happier. I'm sitting in a place of affluence, a place of success.
Of affluence. Bro has been planning a trip to the zoo for over a decade. Don't talk about affluent.
I actually have a great life. Everything has dramatically improved for me since I manned up and I reacted to that toxic stuff about me.
Now you know exactly what you were doing when you said that sentence like that. You knew what you were doing. I use two. You know what
I don't care what anyone else says after that because I'm already done with it and I'm already past it. Every little nitpick, every little gripe that the internet has with me doesn't matter. Doesn't affect me. I'm good. So I'm moving forward.
I know, bro. I know. I got to get the blue cheese
in a positive way, and I don't care what these idiots say. Now, I agree with this tipper. If I did a show where I maybe just reacted to some toxic stuff said about me, we could all have a good laugh at the memes, and but the problem is that would be like, oh, look, Phil gave attention. Now that opens the floodgates.
What are you doing right now? This is literally doing the same thing. You're just evading having to answer for your ways, right? Now, what he'll do is probably go way back in the past of things that nobody cares about. Especially this whole cheating in the video game. I could care less.
For idiots to say toxic things that aren't true. And so that's why I don't give it any kind of attention, and I'm not going to because I learned.
In his mind, this is not giving him attention. Thrax, I don't know, bro. I don't know, man.
My lesson, the hard way, from all the years where I try to say, oh, this wasn't true or this sweep it under the rug. Just don't pay any attention to it at all. I don't give a shit. There will always continue to be people making documentaries. There will always continue to be people trying to make a buck on my back. I don't care. Go.
Pause. Don't ever say that. Ever in your life. Whoa.
Go ahead and do it. As long as I'm successful and happy, you go on your merry way, I'll go on mine. I don't need to pay attention to your lunacy and your idiocy and your grifting. I'm good. Okay. Let's see.
That should have been a jail sentence right there. What? Make a buck on my back? You.
Someone tipped $2. I'm trying to understand what they're saying. I'm going to try to read this. They said, is what happened with the quartering pretty much when you met, whenever you bring up why you don't go after detractor channels? It seems to cause more problems than it solves. You've grown up a lot. 2013 DSP would address detractors a lot. Pretty much it ended up promoting this is how you don't play. Yes. So it's like they say.
No. What ended up doing that was you throwing a fit, saying they're ruining your art, right? Oh, this is my work of art, and you guys are ruining it. Yeah, then people are like, okay, this guy's lost his mind. Let's go watch this.
First of all, it's the Streisand effect, right? If you don't want something to be talked about or highlighted or focused on, don't talk about it, mention it, highlight, or focus on it. If you try to hide it, and you're purposefully trying to stop people from talking about it, it gets highlighted, it gets emphasized.
That's a shot right there, Reeb, calling you a fag, but you ain't gonna catch that. I caught it, though.
And extrapolated. I think the story is that Barbara Streisand in 2003 had a property she owned, but she didn't want anyone to really know about it, but some photographer had taken a picture of it and put it online, and so she basically sued the guy to try to take the pictures down, but then because of that, the pictures went everywhere viral, and everyone knew she owned this property. I think that's the story, right? So why am I going to try to dispute everything someone says about me? Why am I even going to give it entertainment value or attention? There's no point. Just ignore it all, move on my way, and, don't create that Streisand effect. The other problem is it's also like the Hydra, right? You can cut off one head, and now the Hydra, instead of having 3 heads, has 2, except it just sprouts 2 more in place of the head you cut off. So for every person who you address and you try to dispute and disprove and strike down, there's going to be 2 more that sprout out because they realize you're giving them attention. You see? So the best way to go about it
is all cope. All cope. Because if it was a good response, you'd only need one. So even if they repeated the point, wouldn't matter.
Is to ignore it. I can wholeheartedly tell you this. Okay? Wholeheartedly. This is truthful. I don't watch any of these documentaries on me. I don't watch any specials. I don't watch anyone doing we're going to talk shit about DSP today. Not once. Okay? Seriously, I don't care. I don't
watch it, but if you ask me about it, I'll know everything.
Attention to any of it. How do I know about it? You come and tell me about it in the chat. That's the only way that I would ever know about any of that stuff. It's not worth my time.
Cap.
It's literally a waste of everyone's time for me to sit here and address the crap. So there you go. I got another.
So what is the point of talking about addressing it for 12 minutes? Might as well just do it at that point.
Dollar tip. Can the next react be the Demon Souls dupe scandal so you can debunk the mouth droolers in the room? I think you are deaf. Did you not hear everything I just said? There will always be someone invoking my name, making some kind of a special video essay, documentary, or toxic piece of content about me. I don't care. It doesn't affect me. Whether I duped playing Demon Souls 13 years ago or not does not affect 2026 DSP. It's a moot point. If I did, if I didn't, nobody should care. Anyone who does is retarded. So I don't care either. Doesn't affect me.
Well, now it just sounds like whatever they accused you of, you did it. Because why would you say that? If I did or I didn't. What? What?
I got the drip going.
Ridiculous. 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 All right. Moving on down the line. I've been waiting for this moment. Okay. We have been in search for the best expose of Nicholas Deorio ever in life, right? And apparently this guy Kilo may have done it. He may have done it. We are going to take a look. I hope it doesn't. I hope the search is done. Because we are going to take a look at this expose on Nick. I don't know what it's about, though, 100%, besides Hassan. That's all I know. But it's a 4-hour video this dude made going at a bunch of people. So we're going to take a look.
Hassan Piker is a genuine douchebag, extremely unintelligent, probably as politically illiterate as me on most things, and I literally know nothing. I'm a complete fucking normie who doesn't care about politics.
Nicholas Deorio is the owner of a pair of mid-sized commentary YouTube channels. His following is somewhere around 150,000 people, and he's known for covering new online dramas and his Ultimate Rape Review segment.
I'm the host of Ultimate Rape Review.
Nick has been involved in the commentary genre for almost a decade. He's been closely associated with figures like Tommy C, Turkey Tom, Willie Mac, and other longtime contributors to online drama coverage. He's not the biggest name, but he is well established, and he's seen as somebody with credibility in these circles. And part of that is because historically, Nick has always positioned himself as being somebody with principle.
Yeah, he's got the Ultimate Rape Review. It's when people are getting, not literal rape, but, beat up online.
He was always one of the most outspoken.
But then it turned into whenever they're talking about sexual assault and all that, then the Ultimate Rape Review pops out.
Creators about things like targeting sponsors.
Attacking YouTube sponsors is generally like a negative thing to do. Attacking sponsors, doxing, there's a handbook of things like you just can't do. I'm not a supporter of targeting anyone's revenue. I think it can damage the entire landscape.
Or abusing copyright.
There's also the issue regarding rapid copyright abuse on the platform that YouTube has done nothing about. Chris has been ban evading and breaking TOS through multiple false copyright strikes. YouTubers who abuse built-in support systems to silence creators who are critical of them are the worst of the worst.
And defending free speech.
Oh, what's that? The Jeff Holiday? Apparently Jeff takes a holiday from free speech. He locked replies and attempted to silence criticism. I have no fucking problem with anybody being a leftist, as long as you don't try to infringe upon my free speech.
So because of that outspokenness and his proximity to other large creators, Nick was always a somewhat prominent voice, helping enforce the core standards for his corner of the internet. However, recently, Nicholas has pivoted to covering almost exclusively Ethan Klein and his enemies, or to put it more specifically, sucking Ethan Klein's balls for 25 hours a week.
What I think Ethan should do is he should use the GoFundMe money from the lawsuit.
Yeah, especially when he's clearing 6 figures a month. Yeah, I'm sure he's never going to stop now.
To buy all of these things. I think he should take all that money and then buy Anissa's house. If everybody can see that what Ethan is doing is so fucked up, then why are you guys getting so much hate? Ladies and gentlemen, Ethan Klein has confirmed that his motion to subpoena Reddit and Discord was granted. Ooh.
His relentless positive coverage eventually got him noticed by the Kleins themselves.
I love Nicholas Deorio. I'll say it. I've been watching your content. I think you're very funny guy.
And I feel like your coverage has been really good on topics that I end up watching. Like you're good with research.
He's seen consistent growth in subscribers, likely from H3 viewers, ever since he shifted his focus. And as a result, Nick has been cemented as Ethan Klein's #1 lieutenant, his top guy. He is one of the largest pro-Ethan anti-Hassan mouthpieces on...
I love it.
YouTube. And while I'm never one to begrudge somebody making some money, today what we are interested in is what he's had to sacrifice to get it. Nick has become somewhat representative of what it means to be afflicted with the Hassan Bad virus. Unlike some of the other subjects of this video, Nick is in fact not some kind of rapist or pedophile, at least not that I'm aware of. But he is every bit as dishonest as the rest of these guys, and in a lot of ways, he's worse. You see, Nick has spent the last several years carefully fine-tuning a perfect system for lying. A system where he can be as dishonest as he needs to be, use it to his benefit, and avoid almost any consequences. It's a process that, if followed to a T, can lead to massive profit at the cost of your dignity, an exchange that Nick happens to be perfectly happy with. So let's walk through, step by step, exactly how Nicholas Deorio deceives his audience, protects his income, and lies directly to your face.
I can't wait to disagree with Ethan Klein again, because I know that he's principled and he actually gives a fuck about what he's saying.
He's never. Oh my god. Oh my god. And I love it because it's such a complete opposite, like a total 180, right? Because back in the day, that's all they went after was how bad when he was sucking up to Keemstar back in the day. Before Keemstar kind of needed Augie in them, when they were smaller and Keem would come onto their shows, they loved him. All right, everything Ethan did was bad, but now the game's changed, completely changed. Now Ethan can't do no wrong. Even to now, right now, Ethan's under fire because, and I can't believe I have to stand up for iDubbbz right here, but I have to. Ethan says, I'm going to sue iDubbbz because he posted a picture of what Destiny said, calling him a pedophile or saying that he touches kids or something like that. Something nonsense, right? But iDubbbz just showed the message and didn't say anything about it, just showed the message. And he said, I'm going to sue iDubbbz for showing it. Everyone's like, well, why aren't you going to sue Destiny? Well, because Destiny said it as a joke. iDubbbz didn't say anything at all. That's Friday, by the way. Yeah, that's Friday's coverage. Okay, we'll talk about that more then. But
this is the Nicky D system.
But well, actually, I'll pull this up because it does have something to do with Nick. Because then Nick, right? Then Nick is in his Discord because he's got to be careful when he's going to maneuver and not agree with what Ethan says, right? So if Ethan has a lawsuit, he'll stick it in the end, pause, of a 2-hour video, his actual thoughts on it, in case the viewers and the viewership are already gone by then. Those are the people that fell asleep to the VOD or the video, and yeah, that was diabolical. That fell asleep to the video, right, and just let it play and missed that part because he won't put the editor note in the beginning. No, that'll be way too risky, right? The streets might see that because he's afraid. So he puts out in his Discord, right? So in this instance, I say, why not sue Destiny then? So in this instance, I say, why should I sue? Ian makes it more clear verbally than Destiny did in his original message. But look at this. Anytime Destiny's name pops up in a drama, people lose their minds if it's not covered a certain way. Yeah, the iDubbbz thing makes no sense to me. He's a poor, beaten down, irrelevant failure. His numbers are awful. The talent has been surgically removed from his body, and his wife more likely hates him. So what? Bro will never, ever go public. And he went live today, and I tried to watch it. Because I wanted to see his response. Shout out to Federal Rape, one of the best Twitter pages of all time. Federal Rape slaps. So just to let you know, shout out to Fed Rape. All right, Fed Rape is gangster. He keeps me up to date.
A story breaks. It's a story that on its face doesn't look very good for Ethan Klein. Ethan is accused of falsely copyright striking numerous clips on the H3 Snark subreddit. At best, Ethan is striking clips that he doesn't have great reason to, and at worst, he's trying to flood the subreddit with copyright notices to try to trigger an automatic ban. Nicholas Deorio has been covering all things Ethan Klein and even Snark for months, so he definitely sees things like this when they pop up, and we do know that he is specifically aware of this story.
I mean, he has copyright struck a literal subreddit. I wouldn't put it past him at all. What the fuck, dude?
But Nick also knows that this story is a problem, because if he covers it honestly, it might involve criticizing Ethan, and if he criticizes Ethan, he could be risking his newest...
And this is like, what do you choose? The money or your integrity? Because don't you think, like, obviously, if you have been one way online, you should probably continue to do that, right? And not sell out for the bag, even though I'm sure out of all grinding, right? all grinding out online and you finally got to a point where you can make the big chicken that you've always wanted to make, you get to quit your job now and just do this. But look at what you have to do it. You have to now agree and attach yourself to this man who throughout history you have discredited, shit on, trashed, but now when it's beneficial, now all he does is all right. And I don't even know why you got into this, because how Hassan and Ethan even started beefing was like political reason. You're not even that boy, like for real. Like you're surface level bull. You don't really need to even get involved with it. But for the money, what are you gonna do? That's what I would choose, TJ. Integrity means more to me. It means way more to me to not cut corners, to not jump out here with just like baseless accusations just to say them for no reason, not to sit on stories. It really is. Well, that's why I don't give a fuck about them. To sit on stories and not be able to tell them because they're not vetted. Things that other people would just jump out and give you, well, I said allegedly. No, we're going to play it smart.
Association with H3. So Nick considers his options and decides that the best course of action is step 1, neglect. Simply neglect to cover stories that are unfavorable to Ethan Klein. If you don't talk about it, you don't have to take a position on it. And if you don't take a position on it, nobody can hold you accountable for having the wrong one. Sure, people might expect you to have strong opinions about somebody abusing DMCA.
YouTubers who abuse built-in support systems, multiple false copyright strikes, the issue regarding rapid copyright abuse on the platform.
But that's...
Yeah, right. Like Nick, I don't know, who fought with Oki, weird stories about it, about the copyright system, about abusing it and all that. Now all of a sudden, I don't know nothing, man. I don't really know much, Nick. I was just chill here.
Their problem. Nobody controls your content. You don't have to cover anything.
And people are like, well, Nick, if you go by your principles, you defend these people. My principles don't say I ever have to cover anything on YouTube. They just say that's my principle. I can just go, yeah, dude, I think that this lawsuit is kind of dumb, and then cover something else that day if that's how I really feel. I don't have to defend you. I'm not going to.
See? You can keep talking about Hassan and Snark and H3. You just skip the parts that make Ethan look bad. And that is Nick's preferred way of navigating anything that paints Ethan in a negative light. It's clean. It's safe. Remember when Ethan used Michaela Rain's warm body as a prop for his anti-Snark campaign? Nick, to this day, has never fully covered that story, despite indicating in passing that he disagreed with what Ethan did.
Save a Fox killed herself from on a Snark sub. It was crazy, and yet...
Yeah, I completely disagree with this.
Reddit does nothing.
And that was it. He avoided ever saying anything about Ethan directly, which is also what he did with the DMCA story for months.
You want us to you want me to get a wiggler? I got a niggler. I'd have to set that back up, though, but I do have one.
But avoidance kind of has a shelf life. You can't just do it forever. Eventually, something will come up on stream that you can't just look away from. And when that happens, Nick proceeds to step 2, ignorance. Nick is streaming. He's covering Ethan, or iDubbbz, and probably making some kind of a penis joke.
When he said discipline, for some reason, I thought it was like my dick. It sounds like they're talking about like their fucking cock, which is iconically the size of iDubbbz's penis. This guy's trying to suck his own dick. Get on your knees and suck dick. Cradle their balls, cluck my own cock. Suck my cock. Penis, 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 penis.
Jesus. Anyway, something pops up on screen, something Nick has been trying to avoid, but he's already been doing that for quite a while. He can't make it obvious that he's been hiding from a story, but thankfully, he still doesn't really need to say anything bad about Ethan. Not yet. He can simply choose to remain ignorant about the topic. Easy. You haven't looked into it. You don't know enough yet. You're still waiting on more information. Let's go to July of last year. Nick is reacting to this video by Paige Christie about Ethan's war on H3 Snark. Note that this is 7 months after the DMCA story originally became public. Here, Nick summarizes.
Yeah, but Paige Christie sucks.
His coverage of the situation to this point.
But the rumor was he was striking people who are doing market replacement type content where it's like intentionally pushing views away from original content. So that was all that I'd said, was if that's the case, that's probably like fine. And again, I was waiting for a formal video to break this down, or I was waiting for Ethan to announce a lawsuit. We mentioned this like fucking multiple times. I was waiting to see what would actually get taken down.
Okay, but the problem here is that this was a breakdown video. The breakdown video is on screen right now. The documentation from Ethan's own attorneys is publicly available in that video, along with some examples of what was getting struck. But does Nick take the few minutes he would need to learn about that information? No. In fact, he never...
I don't know about that one, but we have watched the Paige Christie video before, yep. And it was about Ethan. I think it was about racism, but...
even reacted to this video. He only pulled up this small snippet while covering a completely different topic, and Nick made sure the whole time to performatively remind his viewers how little he wanted to watch Paige's video.
I hope they all find employment soon. Paige Christie. You escaped being a segment a couple of months ago, Paige Christie. Did you make a Snark defense video that we never actually got around to watch? This one. I got 2 seconds. You can tell I got 2 seconds into it.
It's pretty unsurprising to me that Paige escaped becoming a segment on Nick's channel. You see, in situations like this, Nick...
Oh, and another thing, right, when it comes to Paige Christie. Now, I will say he has never been too excited to talk to her, you know, whenever she's around, but he damn sure doesn't. There was a time when he would want to react to the things that she would do because he would always clown her. Now, all of a sudden, when it has hitting the bank, when it's threatening the money, now I can't have that opinion. Nah, I can't watch that. Nah.
Isn't actually waiting on more information. He's waiting for the story to go away. Sometimes he'll be scrolling around on stream, and Nick might accidentally stumble upon some of that information that he's supposedly waiting on.
Okay. Do this or get sued. Your only option to avoid litigation. You provide our office with all correspondence you had with the moderators of H3 Snark. Oh, so I guess this is happening now. This is happening. The H3 Snark lawsuit.
Uh-oh, that letter looks kind of bad for Ethan, doesn't it?
my
How will Nick
God.
respond?
Keep in mind that federal court filings are public. Anyone performing a simple Google search on you, let alone a background check, will discover this information. You have until March 25th, 2025 at 5 p.m. to agree to these terms. So I don't know when this was sent. Noah Sampson made a community.
He just streams past it. No curiosity, no interest in learning more about it. We just move on. He's choosing to remain ignorant about the story. Going back to Michaela Raines, this was his playbook also.
I'm not going to cover this story because I feel like there's a ton of misinformation coming out about it. Supposedly this was related to a snark. Apparently the husband's saying it has other... I don't know. A lot of people are making huge sweeping assessments based off this person's suicide.
A lot of people. Like who, Nick? And that's bad, right, Nick?
I'm not going to sit here and speculate on it. Yeah, I don't know.
I love it.
Realistically, I'm not going to delve super deep into an unrelated story to try to investigate on how she died. So that's my stance on that position. What else do we got here?
It's not an unrelated story. It's part of Ethan's entire justification for trying to eliminate snark communities from the internet. This is something Nick has been agreeing with and pushing for months. But because Ethan is the one making the claims about Michaela's death, he all of a sudden doesn't have enough information.
Yo, he's actually cooking them right now, and I'm loving it. And I see why Nick will not respond to this. He won't react to it. He won't say anything about it. He's been purposefully ignoring everybody that's asking him to do it. He will not do it.
Don't know. I'm not going to speculate. It's not even relevant. This stuff works pretty well on a lot of people. Between these first two steps, Nick can generally do extremely one-sided coverage and cater to a very specific audience without much worry about anybody caring or maybe even noticing. Except when they do. Eventually, people do start noticing. And when they do, Nick moves to step 3. Contingency. People are starting to notice. Something's off. They're watching Nick's coverage, and they're thinking, this guy never criticizes Ethan. It's almost like he's sweeping, which is a suggestion that Nick doesn't take too kindly to.
The big sweep might be on. So this guy stuck a dagger right into my neck the minute we stopped talking. I love this. I'm going to implicate that you're sweeping.
I love it.
Yeah, so I'm going to rape you in the ass on this one.
You see, Nick works pretty hard at trying to present himself as the guy who always has the correct take. He can't really have people calling his credibility or honesty into question, not just because he needs to protect his brand, but also because he's extremely sensitive. So he does what any good liar does when they start
Well, he's always been like that. He's always been he was a blocking bull for real.
feeling pressure. He starts making sure that he has a way out, a contingency plan. The trick is knowing when to do it. You don't just criticize Ethan at random. You wait for a moment where it's easy and safe to appear critical. Something minor, a slight disagreement or a half criticism, anything you can have on record to point to so you can say that you're impartial. To this point, Nick has neglected to cover the DMCA story, as well as the lawsuit against H3 Snark.
Anything small. I mean, anything small will be like anything little take, right? Not like a major story like him suing. No, absolutely not. Or anybody coming to his house or any of that, right? Anything that if you have a major disagreement or like, because I would say suing all like the Redditors was retarded, right? Like, I mean, that was just ridiculous. You're suing Reddit. Don't pay attention to it. You have all the money in the world. Why do you care what people on Reddit are saying about you? That's like suing the farms, right? It's stupid, right? But that was big content for Ethan around that time. Nick can't say that. Now, I know he doesn't agree with it based on everything else he's been saying throughout history, right? Especially when people are archiving things. Wow, now all of a sudden, right? Then the whole Bo Blacks thing falls apart if you don't side with the archiving's okay and documenting's okay. But that threatens the money. Now I can't say that. Now I can't have that opinion. So now I'll just bypass it.
He's also chosen to remain ignorant about the details.
I haven't covered two things with Ethan Klein. There's the two things I haven't really covered. One being the lawsuit against the Snark sub.
This would be too tough. I couldn't do it, bro. I could not do it. Because you know what would happen every single day? If I was this size, not his body mass, the channel, the amount of people coming to me saying, oh, are you going to talk about, why aren't you talking about this? Why aren't you talking about this? Why aren't you talking about this? Why? It would be exhausting. I couldn't just avoid everybody. I couldn't avoid them. And I would feel like a punk. I'd feel like a punk if I couldn't address it. Because why am I afraid? I should never be afraid of that. Right? I should never be afraid.
Reddit.
But he also knows that the story's not just going to go away. So at some point along the way, he starts hedging.
Twitch streamers have been DMCAing streamable links and Reddit posts for like a decade. It was extremely common for them to be striking clips. And no, it's not cool. We didn't think it was cool when Dark Viper struck the clip of him getting mad at Among Us. When you're just doing 30-second clips, 40-second clips. And if that was what Ethan was striking down, if they weren't supposed to be market substitutes
well, not true. think he was pushing like 3 something.
Segments like, don't give the stream the view, watch it here. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of shitty. That's kind of cringy.
For Nick, this type of statement is an escape hatch. It's a hypothetical criticism where he doesn't actually commit to anything. If that's what Ethan was doing, it would be kind of cringy. Like he's not actually giving his opinion on the topic, but the statement is on the record now. If anyone accuses Nick of sweeping for Ethan, he now has this clip he can point to and say, see, I did disagree with Ethan all along. He did the same thing when Ethan went after sponsors, something Nick has loudly opposed for years.
I'm not a supporter of targeting anyone's revenue.
He went at Ethan himself for going after Keemstar's sponsor. He went at him personally, said he was wrong, fought with AB about it. Not this, obviously, our biz, right? The other one, the other bull. Fought with AB about it. But now it's fine.
I think it can damage the entire landscape.
But listen to Nick's attitude on this behavior now.
I'm not in favor of attacking sponsors. I haven't used my audience specifically to go push this further like that. I don't like that stuff. Realistically, there's not much way to hold Twitch to account. The weird double standard that Hassan gets for all of his friends, this is a corrupt platform, and I think it does need to be destroyed. That's my personal opinion. I don't agree with Dan Saltman's methods to target sponsors the way that he has. I agree a bit more with the way that Ethan did it because he was targeting TwitchCon, going over like the panel that they approved. But like, this site was always going to have an adpocalypse. This was happening either way.
It's this weird half condemnation where he presents like he still has his older, more principled position.
I'm not in favor of attacking sponsors.
But literally everything else he says goes against it.
This is a corrupt platform, and I think it does need to be destroyed. This was happening either way.
You're not against targeting sponsors, Nick. You're supporting it. You're just playing both sides so you can defend yourself no matter what. Nick actually does this all the time. He gives these mealy-mouthed, tepid, half-baked criticisms where he's not really fucking saying anything meaningful, but then he'll go and point to them later as evidence that he's unbiased. Junk Drawer Gaming, a small commentary channel, helped identify this pattern in a recent video pointing out the massive holes in Nick's coverage, specifically the fact that he had never directly addressed Ethan exploiting Michaela's death.
But despite boldly disagreeing with Ethan on this over 6 months later, Nick still has never addressed Ethan weaponizing this woman's death.
I saw this video and I didn't watch it. I saw that this one came out too. This was another one of them, and I was like, I was this close, but I was like, I don't know. I haven't seen too many people talk about it.
To bolster his campaign to remove his detractor base from the internet.
And Nick's response, predictably, was to claim that he had in fact already criticized Ethan for this, but he can't possibly be referring to this.
I'm not going to cover this story because I feel like there's a ton of misinformation coming out about it.
Or this.
Yeah, I completely disagree with this.
So this supposed criticism must be this.
If we're going to make a critique towards Ethan, the one that sticks in the back of my mind, I think we covered it briefly.
No, you didn't.
There was a clip that came out. Was it someone killed themselves on Reddit or something?
Okay, already. Why does it seem like he's just pretending to not remember the details of the story?
And they were blaming like a snark subreddit that did it?
No, not they. Ethan. Ethan was the main person pushing this talking point.
But then a couple hours later, once people did research, it realistically didn't have anything to do with, or it didn't play a large role in what happened to that person. Like the snark community was extremely small, and then it kind of got pushed into like, this is the danger of snark communities or whatever.
It got pushed. It got pushed. You mean Ethan pushed it. Ethan exploited a woman's death for his own personal benefit. But Nick will never say those words. He'll instead say things like this.
I think like maybe waiting to kind of see how things turn out before jumping.
Which is just so funny, given how upset he was. Justified, of course. When Ethan used Etika's death and Etika's death against Keemstar and blamed Keemstar for killing Etika. But now it's okay. Now it's fine.
On that would benefit everybody.
So Nick's key criticism of Ethan was actually just him giving general advice on how it would be good for everybody to do more patient research, and he avoids saying that Ethan did anything wrong. And now he's waving it around as proof that he's not a complete hack, and he's just hoping nobody goes back and checks. But by this point, the criticism is starting to mount. People aren't just asking about Ethan, they're asking about Nick. And that's a different kind of problem, because you can't exactly sweep criticism of yourself under the rug. You can either address it, or you can kill it. Nick is starting to feel some heat. People are asking questions, such as why the guy who built his career on things like standing up against copyright abuse is suddenly silent when Ethan Klein does it. And every criticism of Ethan that goes unanswered is a criticism of Nick for not answering it. And he's aware of that. So when Nick runs cover for Ethan, he's running cover for himself too. People are talking about him, and Nick's go-to way of dealing with it is to do absolutely anything he can to simply disrupt the conversation, change the subject and make it about something else, reframe the attacks and make them sound completely different. Anything he can do to just kill the criticism. His favorite tactic is, instead of actually responding to things, he'll just try to flip them around on the person making the point.
Why did none of these people speak up against, I don't even understand. None of these people spoke up against Van Empanada when he struck my Twitter 3 times? Are you serious? That's so crazy, guys. It's almost like they're team sports.
The criticism is about Ethan, Nick.
So because they didn't do it, that means you don't have to do it? Well, they didn't bring it up when they happened to me, so why should I have to? Because that's what you have said your whole time online. My integrity means more to me than anything else. I'm sorry. I'm going to pick being integral and being honest with my people that watch me. You said this. So yeah, it's nothing. Oh, they when it happened to me, I guess. Yeah, okay, cool. People struck me too. Does that mean that we could just you said mean thing about me, strike them? Pathetic.
Nobody was asking if everyone else is being consistent. What do you think about what Ethan is doing? But Nick still uses this move literally all the time.
And if that was what Ethan was striking down, if they weren't supposed to be market substitutes for segments like don't give the stream the view, watch it here, I mean, that's kind of shitty. That's kind of cringy.
Oh, now restreams. Oh, God almighty. Now he cares about restreamers. Oh, Mr. Archive Everything cares about restreamer. Oh, my Christ. Shut up.
But none of these people operate in like the same world, I guess. Bad Empanada.
Why did you say that? Why did you just randomly drop that name?
Striking a clip of a video that I own most of the content of, that's fine because Nick Deorio is bad. But Ethan Klein doing it is horrible because Ethan Klein is trying to censor people. By the way, I'm gonna need every single person who has the take on stream that going after sponsors is bad. I'm gonna need their takes audited. I wanna know what they said 5 years ago about Keemstar. I wanna know what they said about Pokimane. I need their take on all these situations to know if they're just sweeping. But the rumor was he was striking.
Well, technically it was optics, but I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Okay, 5 years ago, but we're talking about not like, just because you did it back then. Let's talk about right now when it means the most. Not when you were just an orbiter of destiny back in the day and hanging around with like Augie. Let's talk about now when it means the most for you.
People who are doing market replacement type content. So that was all that I'd said, was if that's the case, that's probably like fine. No, he's not. I'd say that would be fair also, but that's not what he's doing. I have a question. So what is Paige Christie's current position on the Denims, Frogan, and Casey Tron lawsuits? Are we going to maintain this position? I'm just curious, because I feel like mine's fairly consistent. Are we going to maintain this position that that would be fair also?
Oh, you have not been consistent. Let's chill out.
I'm just wondering.
Clearly, instead of actually engaging with what's being said and potentially saying anything bad about Ethan, Nick would rather just aimlessly hypocrisy hunt. Anything to avoid being honest. Another one of Nick's favorite maneuvers is to just completely change what's being said about him, like when people point out his totally biased coverage.
And most of these guys have been doing the Ethan Klein. Oh, Nick, you cover Ethan Klein too much. I'm sorry, I have 3 segments from the last stream. Would you like me to post a 7-hour video instead? I gotta cut it up to pieces. Dude, it's the great war being fought on the battlefield of like, I don't care about Ethan Klein anymore and I'm lashing out. I said I was so caught off guard by you saying that I was loyal to Ethan to a fault because we had spoken about this topic, and I didn't realize you thought that I was a principleless sellout. It completely caught me off guard. I interpreted at the time as you being upset that EHD was a content black hole where no other stories were getting attention, and you were holding me almost personally responsible.
So this is the, oh, you just think I'm talking about Ethan too much. No, it's not just that. If you're just talking about Ethan and it was, fair, whatever. There's obviously a criticism that I've got of, seems like you've been very favorable towards Ethan a lot, to a fault,
So when someone says your coverage of Ethan is dishonest.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's way too much, right? And there's no pushback on anything he's ever doing, right? Never. And also, and I'm going to say this too, Augie upsets me with this and acts like, and just minimizes it as you just don't like people that are successful. No, you all ran with this, I'm integral, right? And that's what you guys were going to be forever. And then until it is it helps you out in your real life. Now that doesn't matter. It's out the window, right? We can sweep up for what Tom has done, which was disgusting. We can act like, oh, even though he's talking to a girl that literally acts like a child, we could just say, oh, well, yeah, I'm going to need more than just Skechers. And then when people say, well, there's a lot more than just her wearing Skechers, Nick, let's take a look at this. You ignore it all and don't want to see it. Oh, I bet you the video is funny, but yeah, I'm not going to watch it. Yeah, I bet you won't.
Nick pretends they're saying, that Nicholas Deorio guy, he talks about Ethan.
These people could never, ever, 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 ever do, like, okay, they'll be like, well, what about flamenco? Bro, the internet did its job. All you had to do was backpedal. You literally had to back up from it. The internet had already, Kino had already put a gun in their mouths, right? Because when you did have The Rock and you were supposed to body him, you protected him. Aiden was like the only one fighting for him being a freak. The rest of y'all were defending him. Until Kino put a gun in his mouth. Then now all of a sudden you all want to do it. Now you all want to do it.
Flying too much. He's responding to a criticism that literally nobody made, and simultaneously trying to make his detractors sound very, very stupid. And if anyone is simply 100 IQ enough to see through all of this, friends or colleagues who might want to challenge Nick on his behavior, Nick just cuts them off, kills the conversation entirely.
Guys, key update. Nicholas Deorio has now blocked me on Twitter. Nicholas Deorio has now officially blocked me on Twitter.
He's not interested in maintaining any friendships. He's not interested in defending his viewpoints. He's not interested in being an honest creator. He's only interested in one thing: being a yes man. All All of these little tactics and maneuvers that Nick pulls, those aren't the goal. The goal was always to find a way to become the #1 Ethan Klein ball washer.
Remember when this was like the worst thing ever? Remember when all these guys like Ethan Klein can't take criticism because they're posting shit saying you should watch this as an alternative to his actual content? Now we're just striking clips again. This is bad empanada all over again. These guys total hypocrites, dude. Total fucking hypocrites. It's insane.
Did you notice what happened there? 9 months have passed. Nick has never meaningfully covered the copyright strikes or the filings for the lawsuit against Stage 3 Snark. But all of a sudden, in the middle of one of his classic pointless hypocrisy hunts, Nick blurts out his actual stance on the topic, and to no one's surprise, it's just Ethan's side of things.
They're posting shit saying you should watch this as an alternative to his actual content. These guys total hypocrites, dude. It's insane.
It is insane. I thought you
Yeah, but who cares? That happens to every big creator, especially drama. Somebody's gonna restream it. Somebody's gonna clip it. I mean, that's a normal occurrence. Welcome to the internet.
were waiting on more information, Nick. The truth is, there never is more information that Nick is waiting on. Nick isn't waiting for anything. He's just working.
Nicholas Deorio, the Pope, is in chat. He says the Godzilla collab is sick.
Oh.
My Teddy Fresh order has shipped. He's
Oh my god, Saint Nicholas.
The most notable example of this is Nick's readiness to defend Ethan's lies about Denim's chat during this.
Oh my Christ. Look at him just sucking him off, bro. Pun. Oh God. Oh man. Jaffe worked on I guess he worked on what's it called? God of War. I guess. I'm not sure what he did, but everyone always tells me that. So I don't know. But he's on the Local Live. So you know he's a freak.
CPS story.
Love made a good point. You said, is this every comment? I believe this is a live feed of the chat. This isn't edited.
What about the top right? I thought these were
No, it's this, I think when you full screen it. No, this is an edit. It's a cutout of the full
And then he plays the clip where Ethan explicitly tells you, okay, that they clipped the chat and it's like a fucking cutout of it.
chat. It's just enlarged.
Oh, really?
Over the screen, yeah.
They're different, I think.
Yeah.
And like it's
definitely a Rotund soldier. That's a fact. Yeah.
directly explained to you in the stream what exactly this is.
No, it's not. But it doesn't matter. Nick isn't watching this clip to evaluate whether it's true or form an honest opinion. He's watching the clip to find a way to push Ethan's bullshit, and his instinct is just to adopt whatever's being presented on screen without really analyzing or looking into it. I mean, the Snark lawsuits and copyright strikes, these things are key components of Ethan Klein's narrative over the last couple of years. Why do you think Nick was waiting so long to cover them?
So Ethan Klein, so if he goes on like an anti-Semite doxing spree, I mean, that's gotta look so bad for everyone that promotes the fuck out of him. Nick Deorio, this is looking pretty bad, bro. What
How's
the
he
fuck?
gonna sweep this one up? How is Matt gonna sweep for
You gotta do something about this tonight, man.
Let's see what he did.
I haven't covered two things with Ethan Klein, but I'll just give you kind of my rundown with them because I intend to cover them, but I'm trying to space this shit out because it was just so much back to back.
Oh my God.
Right, yes, of course.
One being the lawsuit against the Snark subreddits. I do have a tweet about it. I feel like I'm going to end up on the side of being opposed at this point from what I've seen so far, principally opposed to what he's doing, but I think there are ways that he can win me. I need to see.
He. See how he can't even say Ethan? He can't make it known. He, right? They got to listen to the tricks of the trade here. I'm like, well, of course I'm talking about Ethan. Who else would it be? Then why don't you say his name? He, the boss.
Exactly what he's doing. I haven't watched his video about it. I intend to do it all at once. I think he says 2 weeks now until the lawsuit drops. So we will be taking a look at that.
Nick didn't say that because he was open to criticizing Ethan. He said it because his friend Augie reminded him that old commentary audiences were still watching, and Nick doesn't
Ethan Klein,
want those people to know that he was never actually the guy he pretends to be. Because if he ever actually looked at Ethan or Hassan honestly, by his own principles, the foundation of his entire channel, he would have to side against Ethan, but that's not an option. So instead, Nick just doesn't look.
Yeah, because you know what happens when he sides against Ethan? 45-50% of his audience, his new audience, is gone, right?
The thing about Nicholas Deorio, though, is that none of these things are technically lies. They're very Weasley. He's very slimy and intellectually dishonest, but he's not exactly lying. The lie is Nick doing all this stuff and then presenting himself as principled.
Do you have any actual principles at all? No, none of these people have any principles. It's not fun to be a principled streamer at this point.
His entire
principal. Look at the principal, Nicholas. The big principal guy.
persona is the lie.
The hypocrisy hunting is going to be extremely difficult for me to navigate because publicly I said that if a reactor doesn't react to your content, you should strike them. I said I'm against YouTuber lawsuits for the most part, but I do find it increasingly difficult to care about a Twitch streamer getting sued. The things that we have been saying for the last 5 years, if they had just been listened to at all and people made the slightest bit of effort, there'd be nothing here for Ethan to.
And this is the crazy because it's Ethan doing it, the guy that made the FUPA fund, right? The guy that made everybody give him money because an internet content creator was suing him because he didn't like the words that he was saying. That guy is now suing everybody that he doesn't like their words they're saying about him. Now, I understood going after him when they sent the skulls to your house, like bad empanada and all that, and then bigging it up. I was totally fine with that. They crossed the line. That shit was wild, right? Of course it was. It was insane. That, I was fine. But everything else that he has done, oh, they said mean word. Out of here. You're a cornball for all of that.
sue over.
Toughen
This
up.
entire thing is an attempt to silence creators that he doesn't like.
And if Denims doesn't put on a different shirt that this freako, disgusting, trash white that thinks that she's good looking bothers me so much. I hate these people.
Silence people he doesn't like.
Yeah, that's the best part of this, is that he scared a bunch of Redditors into shitting themselves and shutting an entire subreddit down. Go type in on H3 Snark and go read what they...
Oh my God, do you hear yourself? We're bigging up that now? The mob boss mentality of, let me threaten you with a lawsuit that I know that none of y'all got the money to afford. You see how you pop up now? Because I mentioned, I knew it. This is how I know. I'm like, I'm 5D chess. All right, I knew Biz was gonna appear once I said something about a white woman. I knew it. Duh. I'm way ahead of it. I just had to see if you were still here. That's not my test. That's why I did it. I'm way ahead, right? I'm left and right brain. I'm 3D, 5D thinking right now. Head of, little check.
Wrote about Deorio and tell me how much I should feel bad for them.
What do you think? I was born yesterday? I didn't even need to mention. Denims had no point in that video, that clip at all. At all. What do you think I called it out for? Duh.
These little fucking rat fucks had to sit and cry and get scared for the night where they thought the big mean Ethan Klein lawsuit was going to be in the mail the next day.
Wow, this guy sucks. Nobody is asking you to feel bad for anybody. They're just asking if you think Ethan is doing something wrong. But this is exactly what Nick does. He actively runs away from having principles. And if he were just your average, unprincipled grifter, I mean, that would be bad enough. But the thing that really makes Nick so contemptible is that he's also just a total fucking loser. I mean, not only is he so sensitive that it's literally a meme to be blocked by Nicholas Deorio on Twitter.
He blocked
the second.
me. I've never spoken to this man in my life, Nick Deorio.
Oh, he does that. He does that. Yeah,
I haven't talked to him.
And not only is he this gross, cackling, nasally weirdo.
Because that's probably what he was until his girlfriend touched his penis. Remember, weight can be lost, hair can be grown back, but your body is ravaged forever. Listen,
I don't know if Nick can talk about women in like that way. Like, I don't think Nick is just killing it, right? In the woman department. I don't know.
You gotta smile more. Just give them a little bit more of a smile. That would go a long way with the men watching.
But on top of all that stuff, he's also a total moron.
Oh God, look at
a little
that
bit more of a
pig
smile.
squeal. Look at the pig squeal.
That would go a long way with the men watching.
But on top of all that stuff, he's also a total moron. Like, he admits he doesn't know anything about politics.
I'm not a political fucking streamer. I don't know anything about politics. I'm horrible at politics. I've been coasting.
So why the fuck would anyone ever listen to him talk about anti-Semitism?
So this is an event that was headlined by Bosch to platform Zog, and apparently they didn't tell Zog that, like, Progressive Victory sent out, like, America's newest lolicon. Do you not know what Zog is? I think that's literally the guy's name.
Nick is kind of like one of those background characters from old high school movies. He's like that unnamed idiot that follows around the main idiot and, like, forces out laughs at their jokes.
Oh, McFly, your shoes are tied. Don't be so gullible, McFly. Okay. I want to see you in here. Okay.
Like, this is really all who Nick is. He's literally this guy. Yet somehow, this very stupid, wheezing, uncharismatic, dishonest blob of a guy made more money in donations last year than fucking Candace Owens.
219 racks, bro.
And he did that by, at some point, realizing that you can turn Ethan Good, Hassan Bad into a full-time job. But the Nicky D system still isn't complete. Not yet. Nick looks around. He sees Willie Mac's channel stagnating. He sees Tectone get a protective order granted against him. He sees Nux Taku get exposed for enabling grooming. He's looking down at which side of the aisle he's standing on, and he's panicking. So he starts worrying that he's possibly hitched his very large wagon to the wrong horse face. Nick's words, by the way, not mine. And he starts laying the foundation for the final step in his system, the step that ties the whole thing together, and the one that will allow him to repeat the whole process again. Distance.
Ooh.
He sees the writing on the wall, and in classic Nick fashion, he starts planning his
definitely with Epstein.
exit.
I hate this. I hate Hassan Piker, and I hate these people more. I hate these people so much. They're, like, actually fucking insane. Dude, people will put me next to these people because I also criticize Hassan Piker. There's too much of this going on in the hating Hassan Piker community. It's fucking insane.
Nick can feel the ship sinking, and he's trying to make sure he has a clean way out before he goes down with it.
Yeah, this is why nobody can get held accountable, because Hassan Piker is bad.
Yeah, that is why no one gets held accountable, Nick. That's what
apparently
my video is about. I'm glad we agree on at least one thing, but you don't get to be the one that points it out.
I'm starting to get blackpilled a little bit. I get why people hate EHD stuff. It has given so many people a voice.
What does that mean? What does EHD mean? I keep seeing it, and I have no clue what it stands. What does EHD mean? Someone please help me. Help me, please. Help me, please.
Voice who are just like subhuman wretches. I am awake, and I can see.
Yeah, I don't know what it stands for, what it means. I've seen everybody online mention EHD. EHD. They were even in the DM saying it. I have no clue what that means.
These people, I hate them too.
Oh my god, who does this guy think he's fooling? These people, as if he's not one of them. You are like them, Nick. Not because you're a rapist or a pedophile or anything like that, but because you're a liar, and you have massively profited off of doing the exact same thing that they are.
This is the dumbest hill for Ethan to die on? Snark clip chimping bullshit? I'm sorry, who let in the Hassan Piker fan? He got hit on the Zionist policy, and I don't know how I feel about this. On one hand, I find it hilarious. On the other hand, I find it hilarious. It's Zionist, but with Zionist, it has 3 parentheses around either side. Everyone just fucking hates Jews now, it's insane. Oh no, they blacklisted the guy who supports terrorists.
Ethan Hassan Destiny. Oh, because that's all they talk about. Okay. Thank you, bro.
It's horrible. It's almost like Twitch has finally done something on their platform to moderate this abhorrent behavior. Like the levels of psychological warfare that we've reached for quote-unquote not liking Hassan Piker.
The big 3.
Yeah, dude, we gotta take his kids away. A bunch of people use veiled anti-Semitism to attack Jews, specifically people he's friends with, and in some cases I would argue him. I don't agree with going after sponsors, but I kind of am. Her sponsor is Hassan Piker. Okay, so by going after Hassan Piker, I'm specifically targeting her income. Hassan Piker supports terrorists. I don't really understand what is the deceptive edit here. It's like maybe you shouldn't make yourself an extremely easy target while you're attacking this person's family. This is not even the first congressman that Hassan has jokingly told his audience to kill.
And now when he starts feeling public perception shifting ever so slightly away.
Yeah, and why would you care about that? Why would you care about that? Because you were laughing at Flamenco when he was saying that he was worried that Salvo was going to kill him when he stabbed the Sonic doll, right? So why would you care? But now, because it's a big deal, because of Ethan.
Away from him. He does what he's always done, and he starts trying to quietly pitter-patter away.
Jesus Christ. Big dogging.
Okay, maybe not so quietly. This is what he did with Boblax. He did it with Destiny to an extent. He'll coast off of popular sentiment for as long as he can.
Definitely Destiny. Definitely Destiny. Ethan's Drake. Kendrick would probably have to be... Oh... Hassan. I don't want to put Kendrick's name next to a pedophile. Epstein. I guess I'll put Hassan. And I guess Epstein would be Cole.
And only when things get too hot will he then turn his back and pretend like he was principled the whole time.
And when people say that you're sweeping or you're doing this, I've literally taken about 7 of my friends and former associates out back and put a bullet in the back of their head. So I really don't care. I've literally executed half this fucking space, so.
And one day Nick will do this to Ethan too. The public pressure will get to be too
No, you wouldn't.
much. He'll find a new audience to leech.
You could do that to Bo Blacks because everyone changed. You could do that to Tipster because Tipster was defending Lolicon for the upteenth time. You could do this to Flamenco because he was a freak. You will never be able to do it to any of those other people. Absolutely not.
And he'll drop H3 and pretend he had a good reason for it. And when that happens, Ethan will realize that he was actually...
Unless he had somebody else to hitch on to, which he doesn't.
Right about Nick several years ago.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Yeah. You argue with people on the internet and you get charged up and you've got to realize that you're probably talking to someone that looks like this. And what I mean by that is a pimply faced kid who, you know, he's a know-nothing. Like if I met this kid in real life, I would literally you wouldn't think twice about it.
Couldn't have said it better myself. But until then, Nick is going to do what he always does. He'll take his earnings and then he'll try to skirt.
Well, he kind of did it 3 times. One with Lyrics back in the day. Then another one with his friend. And then when he was backing up Vosh and, what's her name? What's his name? Kaffles.
Free away from the consequences of what he had to do to get them. Kind of like a rodent. A very, very large rodent.
Wesley, what about the RUSs?
Rodents of unusual size? I don't think they exist.
Yep.
Nicholas Deorio gets the Rodent of Unusual Size Award.
That's hilarious. Shout out to Bull. He did a great job. I'm going to give it to him. That was a good Nick diss. All right. I respect it. That was a very, 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 very good one. He did a good job. Shout out to you. Bungie in this guy's segment was actually very good. Very good. Very good. Very good one. But too bad our boy's too much of a pussy to ever respond to it. To ever respond. Yeah. Upsetting. Very upsetting. What is this? Oh wait, Chud Logic thinks tides are turning against Ethan Klein. Let's see what he has to say.
Question. Maybe this guy isn't who he, presents himself as. Maybe he is actually just a wretched, cowardly little pussy.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if they're going to show. Oh, no, they're not going to show it. What he's showing is when Nick blocked somebody asking him to review the video, and he blocked him in chat and hit him. And Smaggle W, that's not it. Smaggle unhit him once he did that. So shout out to old boy for that. All right, even though Smaggle's a retard, that was dope. That was a dope one. Where? Oh, I thought I had it here. I don't. All right, let's take a look at this.
You start to question Maybe this guy isn't who he, presents himself as. Maybe he is actually just a wretched, cowardly little pussy, okay, sat there desperately hoping that people don't point out enough how much of a raped bitch he is over this Ethan Klein defense. Desperate that it doesn't get exposed. Desperate so he can move on to the next thing and go through the system again. He's already on the D. He's already on distance. He's already trying to create distance from Ethan Klein. He did it over the Russian
Yo, Nick being on the D,
post by making this exclaimed Ethan tweet, and he's doing it with this lawsuit as well. He's already beginning the process. He's already starting to create that distance. I think the tides are turning. I think the sink is shipping. The ship is sinking. Fuck about that up. And I think he's trying to find that off ramp and trying to find a way to slowly navigate away. And then in a year to come, he'll probably turn around at some point and go, "Well, I always thought Ethan was bi. I was in the trenches. I was doing the fighting. I was pointing out. Didn't you see what I said about the lawsuits?"
Nah, I don't think so. I think you're putting a lot on. I don't think it's gonna happen. Ethan is way too large of a creator to just do what he usually does. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. He might just stop covering him, but he'll never back away and do that. I can't see that. Wait.
He doesn't agree with what's being said and that it's fucked up. Anyone calling this anything less than egregious abuse of the legal system to chill speech is out of their mind. And I said, this was the take that I put out yesterday. I can't for the life of me fathom why it would be a flex to cease and desist the two poor losers in Canada over them showing a comment a completely different person said without pursuing destiny. Sorry, I just don't know what's to be gained in this situation or how anyone can look at this and go, that's a win. It's also like kind of sad because in isolation, I thought that Ian apologizing was the first good move he made, and now I'm realizing it was a fucking cease and desist. So that's the Dickers one. iDub says in the...
Yeah. Okay. Got it. But anyway, I'm gonna have to cut it short. My mouth is on fire. Okay. My mouth is on fire again. So I have to go fix this issue before I end up putting a bullet throughout my whole face. Boo, boo, boo. All right. But anyway, I should be back Friday night. I appreciate you all for coming out. Thank you very much. I had a great time. I'm going to call it right there. I love you all. Yeah. Friday, your boy will be back. I am about to Conway, Max, for real. I'm going to start talking like this, for real. It's killing me. I love you all. I'm gone.
Smoking that Max Payne. Flipping his dick like Wayne. Fuck Max, nigga. Let's do it. Mr. Trackstar.